Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Let's see how many people we got waiting. Sanai. Did I say that right? Simone. Hey, Fifi. Fifi was here. She was ready. I seen her on here. She is ready to go. So, y'all, I did a little thing. Hopefully, y'all can see me okay because I kind of messed my camera up. I seen some new buttons on there that I had never saw, so I was playing with it, and now I made my camera blurry, so hopefully it's not too bad. But they got 1 minute because I'm ready to start. So make sure y'all got something to write with and y'all got a notebook because there is going to be a lot of notes and a lot of websites and contact information that I'm going to give y'all. So make sure you got something to write with. What did I do? It's 6 o'clock. So should we give them a few minutes? Are y'all ready? Because I'm ready. We'll give them 1 minute. We'll give them 1 more minute to jump on. Now, I know they received a notification that the live was about to start. Well, they will jump in. So, welcome to the Vending Machine Masterclass. I think I did something. Let me bring my slides on. Okay, now they jumping on. Now they coming. Y'all late. Not really. Hey, Sakia. Okay, that's not what I was trying to do. I'm trying to bring the slides on. What? Give me one second, y'all. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I should be in the bottom corner of the screen. Can y'all see the slides? Need to make sure I did this right. So can y'all see the slide that says back to? Okay, yep, okay. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and get started. I have an online boutique, and I also have a business called Biz Owners, where I help women start their own businesses. I help with vendors. I help with setting up your paperwork, with getting just all the legal stuff taken care of. Whatever you need, I pretty much got it. So that is who I am. For the last few months, I have actually been helping women find and purchase vending machines. So it just kind of got overwhelming with me just helping everybody individually. So I decided to make this class. So now you guys can do it yourself. You don't have to wait on me or wait until I have open slot. You can actually do it yourself. So all you're going to need for this class is just a notebook and a pen. We're going to go through a lot of information, so make sure that you are taking detailed notes. If anybody misses anything, don't worry. You will have access to the replay, so you can always just come back and re-watch the webinar if you miss anything, or if anybody needs to leave early. And for those who are not on, for those who are not joining us today, they will also have access to the replay as well. All right, so everybody got something to write with, or keep notes on your phone, or however you do it. So we're going to go over how to find machines, how to find locations for your machines, how to start a hair lash machine. We're also going to go over how to start a PPE machine, which is basically just something new that I thought would be a good idea. Like now, everywhere requires masks. Everybody is carrying around hand sanitizer, and sometimes we forget, right? It's frustrating when you get to the door and it says mask are mandatory. You don't have your mask, right? So if you have a vending machine in the front of their building, people don't have to turn around and go back to their car. Now, I will say, I have not completely thought this through. I just thought it would be something different and a good idea to maybe have masks, face shields, hand sanitizer, gloves, just things that people need right now. Nobody knows how long this pandemic is going to last, so that's why I said I haven't thought this entirely through. So like once it's over and done with, you may want to have to change your machine to something else, but we're still going to go through that because I thought it was a really good idea. What vendors to use to stock your machines, and a business licensing. These are all things that we're going to go over. So I feel like, okay, I skipped a slide. All right, so the vending machine is really a great business to be getting into right now, especially for hair and lashes. Malls, flea markets, all those type of places would be really great to put your machines in. That way, you can send your customers straight to your machine. Another idea I had for people that want to start lash and hair vending machine, I would also have a variety in there, like lip gloss bundles, just things to get upsells. You can have like edge control. You can have weave glue or wig adhesive. Just think about those type of things, like what can you add in your machine to bring up sales. So yes, people will buy the lashes, but you may sell the tweezers separate, or you may sell the lash glue separate, or you might just up the price and put all of it in a bundle. So now they have the lashes, the tweezers, the little brush, and the adhesive glue. So just bundle it and just raise the price. So the industry has really changed. Back in the day, we would only see drink machines, and we would only see candy machines, chip machines, snack machines, basically. The game has totally changed. You can pretty much put anything in a vending machine these days, as long as it doesn't break. But, they have the machines that, that just comes out. So you know, there's a thought. I had actually thought about candles. I'm not sure how that would work, but like I said, there are new machines now that, you know, the product doesn't just drop down and drop out. I was actually at Myers the other day, and they have a little machine in the back where you can customize your dog's dog tag. So I thought that was really neat. Like, it literally only took like 2 minutes to make, if that. You just put their name on there, whatever information you want on there, your phone number, and customize the dog tag, and it's made like right there. And it was like a vending machine type of thing. Like, there were different tags to choose from, so you can make anything of a vending machine these days. So the basics for vending machines is going to be price, placement, which is going to be your location. You always want to pick the busiest location that's in high demand for your product. So like I said, the hair and lashes, the mall would be great places. Or if you have a boutique, or you have a friend that owns a clothing boutique, you could pay your friend a fee or a commission off of each of your sales to have your vending machine in their boutique. That way, women that are shopping, they are pretty much going to be getting their hair done. They're going to be getting their lashes done. I think another good idea would be the nails now, the custom press-on nails. I think those would be really cute in a vending machine. I mean, the ideas are endless. Like, there's literally so many things that you can do with these vending machines. So the basic elements are going to be price, placement, and products. You want to make sure that your product is packaged well, that it looks appealing to your customers. We're going to get into customizing your machine a little bit later, but you want to have a wow effect on your machine. You want people to stop and check out your machine like, wow, what is that? Like, that's cute. So you want to wow your customers. So generally with the snack and drink machines, you're going to operate on a GP of 50%. So in other words, you're going to sell your merchandise for twice what you pay for them. Now, when you get into the hair and lash industry, I'm pretty sure you're going to price more than that. But for the snack and drink machines, 50% is normally what you would upsell your products for. So if you buy a water for $1, which really, I personally would just buy like 24 cases of water and stock my machine that way, because then you're paying how much is 24 pack? $6 or something, like, not $6. Wait, Ice Mountain is like $4, $3, $4, $2.99 sometimes at Kroger. So I personally would do that, and then you can sell your waters for $1.50 or $2. It's totally up to you. So keep in mind, there is a high percentage of breakdowns in vending machines, and it's normally due to coin jams. So you want to think about that. You want to think about how you would fix those issues when or if they occur. Is that something that you will be able to do yourself? I'm not really sure, like, the process of unjamming a machine with coins. To me, it doesn't sound too hard, but I don't know for sure. So you want to keep that in mind when you have somebody on call, on standby, that can go out and fix your machine, because ultimately, the longer you leave your machine broken down, you're missing money. So you're going to want to get that machine fixed as soon as possible. So just always have that in the back of your mind, that the number one reason that machines break down or out of service or out of order is due to coin jams. You're also going to want to think about credit card processing. We'll talk about that a little later down the line. Some vending machines that you will find will already have a credit card processing system on there, but you will have to pay like a monthly fee for whatever service you're using to collect the payments. So depending on the machine you buy, you may have to have one installed, And then you can find machines that already have them installed, and you would just have to pay the monthly fee. So keep that in mind. Okay, so the normal service fee for a credit card machine to collect payments for you would be $15 a month. I did my research. That's typically around how much it is. There were a few places that were like 13, or there are some that will just charge you a fee from each transaction. So either you can do that, you can have them take like 5% from each transaction, or you can just pay the flat $15 rate per month for each of your machines. One last tip is to always make sure that your oldest stock is placed in the front of your machine. This goes more towards the people that will be having snack and drink machines. So foods and snacks expire really quick. I think there's like a 60-day expiration date. So I personally would maintenance my machines weekly. So just make sure that you get you a schedule or when you're going to go out and check on your machines and stock your machine. So I personally would do once a week. And when you do that, make sure that you're moving your oldest stock from the back to the front. So those were just a few tips that I wanted to go through. Now let's get to the good stuff. Let me check. I'm sorry, I have to switch back to the machines. I can't see if y'all are saying anything. My screen just shows the slides, so I have to come back and see. So don't think I'm ignoring y'all if y'all are saying anything. One thing I did want to say is if you have questions, just write them down. We'll have a Q&A at the end so that I don't get threw off, because I will start talking about something else and we'll be here all day. So if you have questions, just jot them down and we'll go over Q&A at the end of the class. All right, so the fun stuff. So these are the different types of vending machines. There's gumball and candy machines. There's toy machines. These you don't really see too much anymore, right? Like these have been around for centuries, but I personally don't see them a lot anymore. Like I mainly only see them like when I'm getting my car repaired or getting a tire or something. So, do y'all see gumball machines and toy machines anymore? I know they are really cheap to get, so that's why we're going to go over it. You can always get your kids some and place them in different areas because they can be lucrative. I just personally don't see them anymore, not often. So do y'all see the gumball and candy machines? Where do y'all see them? Are y'all listening to me? I don't see any answers. Okay, so then there's snack and drink machines. You can just have barbershops have them. That's a good place. I can see that. You just got some Skittles from one? Okay. Well, maybe I'm just out of the loop. Okay, well, see, barbershops, so then beauty shops may be a good place to put these in. So then the snack machines and drink machines, you can have a combination of both, or you can have just a drink machine, or you can have just a snack machine. And then, of course, the hair and lash machine. So for those that want to do hair and lash machines, would you combine the two with hair and lashes, or you just want to do like a hair machine or a lash machine? A combo. That's what I would do, especially for the variety. So are y'all thinking about adding the edge control in there? What else did I say? The wig. Y'all can make, if y'all make wigs, y'all could have wigs in there. The wig glue, a stop shop. Yeah, that's definitely what I would do. All right, so the PPE machines that I was talking about, this is pretty much um, just sanitary items that everybody needs because we're required to wear masks, social distancing, and all businesses are required to practice extra cleanliness precautions. So you could have these in place at maybe a call center or even a hospital. You can get contracts with the hospital. We'll talk about that later on. Just pretty much anywhere because everybody needs these items now. And we personally don't know when this is going to be over. It could be in 6 months. It could be next year, or we don't know. We don't know. So it was just something that I thought about. Disinfectant sprays, wipes, all those things could go in your machine. So the only downside to this is that we don't know when this is going to be over. So once it's over, you would have to change your machine over to something else. But I think right now it would definitely be lucrative or something to look into. So for the PPE machine, this vendor, Hy-Vee me, I don't know if I'm saying that right, but just write that down. HYVE. Nope, I said that all wrong. HYFVEME.com. They offer a variety of materials, such as mask, hand sanitizer, disinfectant wipes, and they're like a wholesale. So they're kind of like an online Costco. So you would get these things in bulk, as well as costlesswholesale.com. These places, they have all of the, the sanitary stuff that you would need for your machines. And these were just some fun facts that I found. I'm sorry. So a 23 selection machine would hold 613 items. So that's a lot of mask, hand sanitizer, and disinfectant wipes. Like, you probably would not need to restock weekly because they hold so much, because those items are so small that you would be able to pack more into them. And a 32 selection machine, yep, I'm pretty sure that's the wrong number because 613 would not be for both of those. So let's just skip that for now. So we're going to talk about branding your machine with a custom graphic wrap. I would not custom wrap a PPE machine because, like I said, we don't know when this is going to end and you're going to need to change your machine. So I would not get that custom unless you find somebody that's going to do it really cheap. That's not going to cost you much to do. And some payment options are credit, debit cards, Apple Pay, and Google Pay. So I'm going to give y'all a list of companies that will install a credit card machine on your machines. And you can also ask them about Google Pay and Apple Pay as well. So when you contact them, just make sure that you're asking them about all the payment options that you want to be able to accept. I know some merchants now accept Cash App. I haven't seen a machine that accepts Cash App, but just ask them if that's a form of payment that you would want to take. All right, so here's some tips. So gumball and candy machines are less in cost and easier to start up. You can have a gumball machine start up within 30 days, really within 5. All you have to do is find the machines. I've actually seen some of these gumball and little toy machines going for like $30-$40 on eBay and OfferUp. So those are really easy to get. All you would need to do is just find a location. Snack machines make more in profit. However, keep in mind that snacks expire in 60 days. So the top sellers that upon my research are M&M's and Skittles. Somebody just said they got Skittles, right, from a machine. So Those are top sellers, M&Ms and Skittles. And then drink machines are easier to maintain and the expiration is longer. Also, keep in mind that diet drinks expire faster. I do not know why, they just do. So diet machines expire faster than regular Coke. Okay, here are 3 types of machines that you can look for: new, used, and refurbished. So keep in mind, when you get a new machine, don't freak out when they tell you the cost is typically around $5,000 to get a brand new machine, but you can finance it just like a car, and you can make monthly payments. So just don't freak out when they tell you the machine is going to be $5,000 or $7,000 or whatever, just depending on what type of machine you want and how fancy you want it. And they do custom. If they customize your machine for you, of course the cost is going to go up, but you can finance that. So just keep that in mind. So vending.com is a great place to purchase machines. Their reps can help you with the purchasing process, getting your machine shipped, and getting it placed in your location. So when you buy new, you pretty much don't have anything to worry about. They will do all that for you. Ask them about customizing. I know vending.com does do customized machines. Yeah, so when you buy used, you're going to have to get your machine customized on your own. You're going to have to get your machine moved, which you can pretty much just do that with somebody that has a pickup truck. That shouldn't really be a big deal. However, I will say, you find these machines online, sometimes they're a little far out, so you may not, just because you don't find any in Indianapolis, look in the surrounding areas that's maybe, 2 or 3 hours away, and, the price, the price may be worth the drive, so if they're selling, a vending machine for $400, then I think that would be worth making a 2-hour drive to Chicago for Ohio. So, and then you can always talk them down on the price, especially if you're traveling to come get the machine, or you could pay, depending on the seller, they may deliver it to you. Just depends. Just always ask and see what your best options are. Oh, and refurbished. Refurbished machines are just like anything else refurbished. So if you've ever had a refurbished TV or a refurbished computer or cell phone, that's basically how the refurbished machines are. I have purchased a refurbished television like 8 years ago, and it still works. I still have it. It still works perfectly fine, and I've never had any problems with it. So just because it's refurbished does not mean that it's going to break down or it's not as good as a new machine. So, sometimes they refurbish things. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't know if something went wrong with them, or they just, I don't know. So I'm not going to even lie to you. But like I said, my refurbished TV I bought from Big Lots like 7, 8 years ago, and it still works fine. I have it in my bedroom. It's like a 64-inch, and it works perfect. So, hey, don't get scared because it's refurbished. So the benefits of purchasing a new machine would be you would have a warranty for your machine. You would have technical support. So if anything happens to your machine, you would have a technician go out. Just like I said earlier, a lot of machines get coin jams. So if you purchase new, you won't have to worry about that. You would have a tech that will go out and service your machine. Your machine would be ADA compliant, which means you're compliant with the state and everything. You'll have a better selection of machines. They keep up the maintenance of your machines, and financing is a less upfront cost. However, I would prefer to own my machine, and just get it customized myself, and all of that. But if you want like a brand spanking new machine, like the ones that have, especially for the hair and lash machines, you would probably want to finance and get you a really nice machine made. That's just my personal opinion. Now you can find machines, just fix it up yourself. I actually found a really nice machine on eBay for $450. Now you would have to travel to go pick the machine up. That's the only downside, but it was a really nice one for $450. So financing for a new machine is roughly about $200 a month, with a total cost of around $5,000. You can get your machine customized through your financing company. You can send them samples of your product, and they will customize your machine specifically for your product. So those are the benefits of purchasing new. And here are 4 recommended machines that I've researched. I've read reviews for you. So write those 4 down. The AP 7000, the National Crane, the Sega, and the USI Vending. There are many companies that sell refurbished machines. So when you reach out to the companies that I gave you, like vending.com, you can ask them if they have refurbished machines. So of course they're going to try to sell you a new one because that's more money for them, but always ask them if they have refurbished ones. I promise you they work just as good as the new ones. Let me click over and see if y'all said anything. What? What, Simone? What'd you say what for? Okay, if you buy used, you may want to install a credit card reader to increase the sales of your machine. A lot of people don't carry change these days. A lot of people don't carry cash. I am one of those people who never have cash. And I promise you, I hardly ever have coins. So, a credit card reader is definitely going to bring you up sales, especially if you're selling, hair and lashes. You're definitely going to want to have a credit card machine, because nobody is going to just, have I think a credit card machine would be better. It would be more convenient for your customers. Using Cash App at the vending machine. It's a thought. Zelle, all that. You just have to ask them. Let's see. Some of the credit card readers, there is the list. I listed 3 of them for you, so make sure you write those down. The dsvending.com, Niax.com, and usatech.com. Those are all places that you can look online at their inventory. I'm sure their contact numbers are on there if you want to actually speak to a representative, and they can give you a better idea of how much it would cost to install a credit card reader on your machine. So did y'all write these recommended machines down? That way when you go on their websites, you can actually just search for those machines. Okay, and to find manuals. So if you buy a used machine like from eBay or Marketplace or OfferUp or any of those places, you can go to this website, the dsvendinginc.com /repairs manuals, and you can find a manual for any machine that you purchase. As long as you have the name of the machine, you can find your manual for your used machines at that website. For service repair machines, so if you don't have an on-hand technician person, so if your brother, if he work on cars, he might be able to hook you up and work on your machine at a discounted price. But if you don't have a brother or an uncle that do maintenance, a maintenance man, then you can look on VendNet. USA.com, and you can schedule a technician to come out to service your machine. Now, the prices would vary depending on what is wrong with your machine. So I can't really give you a upfront price of how much it would be, but just take that website. You can go on their website, and you should get an idea of how much it would cost to get your machine serviced. All right. What next? Okay, here are some other machine brands. So just like the last list, here are some other ones: AP, USI, Vendo, and Dixie Narco. I also found a vending company for you all that's in Indianapolis. It's called Kevco Vending Machines, and the website is kevcovending.com. I've also listed their phone number. So this company will actually, they actually sell machines. They sell used, new, and refurbished machines. They will actually go out and stock your machines for you, clean your machines, and service your machines for you. So if those are things that you don't want to do yourself, you can hire this company to service your machines and stock them for you. So they would go out to your machines once or twice a week or whatever, and stock and restock your machines for you, which I thought was pretty darn neat. All right, so search these brands and learn more about their pricing and the different features that they offer. Also search for used models for these brands. So these 4 plus the 4 that I gave you here. So research them, see what the different features are, and get a feel for what type of machine you want. So when you call these companies, if you're going to finance, when you call these companies, you actually know what you're talking about. Instead of having them sell to you, you let them know exactly what you're looking for and go from there. All right, so where to find machines. I pretty much gave you guys all of these already. OfferUp is a good place. A lot of their machines are 500 and up. Between 500 and 800 I've saw on OfferUp. Facebook Marketplace is great for anything. Like anything. I actually bought my BMW off of Facebook Marketplace like a few years ago. So you just have to be careful of who you do business with. When I bought my car, I stalked their personal Facebook page for a couple of days before I met up with them, just to make sure they were legit. And it was they were legit. Like they were a nice family and went on vacation, and I was all through their vacation pictures. I was like, okay, they're not gonna rob me. They don't even need to rob me. So just make sure you do your research, and take somebody with you, especially if you're a female. Make sure that you take a male with you. Craigslist, yes, they are still alive. They are still going. People still use Craigslist, and eBay. Like I said, I saw a used machine on eBay for $450. So it's probably still on there. So those are all good places. And then you can always do a Google search for machines in your area. And here's a list of 4 places that I know of that sell vending machines. Vendingworld.com, usedvending.com. So all of their machines would be used or refurbished. Vending.com and candymachines.com. So what next? After finding your machine, you need to find a location to place them. This is going to probably be the hardest part of it all. Some businesses, you can call businesses and ask to speak with the crap. What? Well, I put that somewhere. We'll come back to that. So, but call some businesses and ask to speak to the owner. Oh, it's right there. The purchasing department, or ask to speak with the purchasing department. Contact the director of purchasing directly and ask them about placing your vending machine in their establishment. Now, some businesses won't charge you at all. Some businesses charge you a 5 to 10% fee, percentage rate, either weekly or monthly, or you guys can come up with a flat fee of how much you want to pay them to keep your machine in their establishment. Now, hospitals and airports, places that have really high traffic, of course, their fees are going to be more. So that's just something you would have to work out with them. I think it would be more lucrative because you're going to be selling more items. So it shouldn't be an issue. You also want to think about you're placing your machines outside. So do you just want your machines in an establishment, or do you want them outside? More drink and snack machines would be outside. I would not place my hair and lash machine outside because where's my husband going? What? I personally would not place my hair and lash machine outside because people are ratchet and they may try to break in your machine and steal all your hair. So just be careful of where you are placing your machines. Okay, so vending machine locations. I've written down a long list for you. Airports, like I said, would be a good one. Laundromats. A laundromat machine is what I'm meaning. So like you would sell fabric softeners, you would sell pods, you would sell dryer sheets, trash bags, or laundry bags, or what have you. I think that would be really good. I know the laundromats, they have machines that don't really have anything in them. So I think a machine like this would be very lucrative, especially with the variety that you can put in there. Spot remover, bleach, all that type of stuff. So that's something to think about. Tire shops, hotels. Oh my gosh, I've seen this. Now, I don't know how this would work. You would have to do your research on this, but a wine machine in a hotel, I think that would be really bomb. Not sure how the age restriction thing would work, so that's just something that you would have to research for yourself. But it's a thought. So let's see. Call centers would be perfect for snack machines and also cute little office supplies. So like notebooks, pens, staplers, hand sanitizer. Let's see. What all do I have in here? Coasters. Like coasters for your drink coasters. What are those little things? The little sticky notes, holders for the sticky notes, all those type of things would really sell in call centers. So apartments and nursing homes. Don't forget the nursing homes. They are really good for snack machines as well as non-perishable household items like trash bags, dish soap, what's that stuff? And the hand wash stuff. Yeah, non-perishable items. So what are some non-perishable items that you frequently run out of, that like if you live in an apartment, if you had a machine outside, what are some things that you would want in that machine that are non-perishable? So I would say like spray, disinfectant spray, or I don't know, incense. I don't know. What are some non-perishable things that y'all can have? Dish soap, trash bags. I don't know, but it's something to think about. For schools, there are school supplies or snack machines. I even saw a Pop-Tart machine that was placed in a school. So just think outside of the box when you're thinking about snacks for schools. These are, I think Pop-Tarts was probably a really good one. Kids love Pop-Tarts. I don't know why. I think they're gross. You can also do like a supply. Not I would do more of a school supply machine, more so at a college than a like an elementary or middle school. Only because those kids ain't thinking about buying no paper and pencils and erasers. Their parents are going to buy that stuff. But if you place these things in a college, the college kids, they have to purchase their own notebooks and stuff like that. I would actually put phone chargers in there, phone cases, just different stuff that just think of things that college kids would use. And put those in there. And for gyms, water bottles, custom water bottles. Well, not custom like with their name, but cute water bottles. Healthy snacks, waist trainers, fitness trackers, those type of things. You want to try to find things to put in your machine that everybody else isn't already doing. So I thought those would be really nice, especially for waist trainers. I'm not really sure how the packaging would go, but you can figure it out. Like I said, if you're going to finance your machine, they will customize your machine for whatever you're selling. So just send them a sample or send them a waist trainer. Let them know this is what you're going to be putting in there. Really, you can fold those things up like in a million pieces. So it really shouldn't be that hard. It's raining. And where are we next? So here are some more locations: warehouses, daycares and aftercares, mechanic and tire shops, barber shops, nail salons, churches, community centers like the Boys and Girls Clubs, Chinese restaurants. I don't know why I came up with that, but Chinese restaurants, pizza spots, boutiques. We talked about boutiques, malls, flea markets, and doctors' offices. So when you call these places or visit in person, here's a script that you can use. I'm not going to go through and read this. You can go ahead and screenshot it, or you can write it down if you want. Or if you're on your computer, just take a picture of it with your phone or what may have you. I guess my husband is outside trying to find my son. We're supposed to be leaving as soon as I'm done with this. But for one, it's raining and I don't drive in the rain, so our plans might be delayed anyway. I'm trying to see what he's saying. He's not talking to me, but I'm just nosy. Okay, so if you're having problems with finding a location for your machine, don't fret. Don't get discouraged. You can hire a locator that will actually find a location for you to place your machines. So I have worked with both of these two people that are down here, Brown's Vending and T. Carver, and I told you I've been working with people finding machines for them, and I've worked with both of these people. You can also go to findinglocatorforyou.com, and you can just let them know like what type of location you want your machine in. You can give them your zip code, or you can just let them know what type of establishment, and they will actually reach out to companies on your behalf and find locations for you. So I know when I worked with Brown's Vending, he actually found a location for my customer to put her machine in 2 days, 48 hours, 2 days. She had a location. So the services do range from $70 to $200. So it's just depending on who you work with, and you know, you just have to just reach out to them, and you know, they'll give you their prices and just go from there. So inventory, how to stock your machines. For drink and snack machines, you can always purchase from a wholesale store like Sam's Club, Costco, or BJ's. When shopping for your inventory, keep in mind that you're shopping for your customers that are going to be going to be in that location. I'm getting tongue tied. I'm still trying to figure out what they doing out there. That's going to be go into that business. So think about what type of things they would want in the machine versus what you like. Because just you don't like pretzels, other people like pretzels. I like pretzels. So I would put pretzels in my machine. So think about things that they would like. Just because it's nasty to you or you wouldn't purchase it, it might end up being one of your best sellers. Like those veggie chip things. They're green. Like that, I think that would be pretty good for like the health, for like a machine that you would put in a gym, or a place where people eat clean and healthy. Do not. Okay, we already said. For hair and beauty products, if you're having a hard time finding wholesale supplies, you can purchase a vendor's list from someone who's already verified vendors and who have already put a list together. As you all know, I have an entire website with vendors list that has everything you could possibly think of, from self-defense items. I never thought about that. Might be a good machine. Self-defense items for like mace and like the little whistles and the you can even put the little thing in there, like if you're trapped in your car, the thing that comes where you can cut your seatbelt and break your window out. Those type of things could go in the machine. But I have vendors lists for everything: hair, lashes, waist trainers, just all types of stuff. So for custom vending, here are some custom vending machine ideas. You can actually be as creative as you want. You can pretty much vend anything. So we've already said the edge control, wig glue, hair growth oil. If you're going to sell hair, I would try to sell them items that are going to actually help their hair grow as well. You can do bundles, you can do wigs, you can do clip-in hair, and braiding hair. For people that want to do lash machines, of course, lashes, tweezers, lash glue, lash brush. You can do strips or you can do singles, and lash remover glue would also be a good idea. And then you also would want to have your lashes packaged nicely, like in their own custom box, or however you package your lashes. You guys, we're almost done. We're coming to an end. So this is the not so fun stuff. We're going to talk about licensing, insurance, and the bookkeeping. But it's not that long. So we should be done. We should be done right at 7. If I quit running my mouth and getting off track. Okay, so for the business license, it's pretty much like any other business. You're going to need a business license to resell products. So you're definitely going to need a reseller's license. Also, just check with your state. You also may need a vending license. I know for some people that have like hot dog carts and stuff like that, they need a separate license. And they also need zoning license as well. So just whatever state you're in, it varies. So I can't really give you like a definite checklist of what you'll need because it varies from state to state. But just make sure that you don't need a separate vending license and that a reseller's license will just be fine. Also, make sure you don't need a zoning license. When I say zoning license, that's like for people that have hot dog carts, for instance. I was actually helping my best friend. She actually wants to start a hot dog business, so I was helping her look all this stuff up. But for different zones, some places require you to have a different license. So if she wanted to sell hot dogs downtown, she would have to be zoned and licensed for that area. If she wanted to go to Broad Ripple and sell hot dogs, she would need a separate zoning license for that area. I know it's crazy, and I don't know if people actually do it, but I'm going to help her do it the legit way. So if she needs licenses for those areas, that's just what we're going to do. So make sure of that. For government contracts, ain't this the part y'all been waiting for? Okay, so government contracts, they usually do this maybe, I don't know. A lot of, they don't come often. When people get contracts with the state, they don't want to lose those contracts, right? Because you're pretty much guaranteed to have a location. So people tend to keep their contracts for 3 or more years. So if you can get a government contract, make sure that you are meeting all the requirements and that you keep those contracts. So I will say for government contracts, if they have you place your machine like in an area that's specifically for their employees, like their brake machines or in their building, they will not charge you a commission off of any of your sales. So basically your machine will be there for free. Now that's only if it's for their employees. Now if they have your machine in a general area for like the public, so I would say maybe like the city county machine. If they let you put your machine outside of the city county machine, then they would charge you a commission or a whatever fee, monthly fee or weekly or 5 to 10%, whatever it may be. Now they'll charge you then, but if it's specifically for their employees, they typically don't charge you. Also, they normally have biddings during the month, so you just want to keep checking this website that I put down here, government bids, whatever, vending machines down here. So make sure you save that. Make sure you're checking it at least once a week and that you're bidding on these contracts. When you bid on a contract, you're not paying money. So don't get discouraged. But you will have to like fill out a form and tell them why you want to have your machine there. And they pick the best person that they think would, benefit their area. So make sure you're checking that website at least once a week. And just a couple other things to think about is insurance. You might want to get general liability. That is typically the most used insurance for your machines. So if you get general commercial liability, that will cover if a client gets hurt using your machine. Not really sure. I don't know. They might close their wrists in the little thing and swear that they're hurt. I don't know. A product in your machine causes them harm. So if they say they got food poisoning from something they ate from your machine, if someone trips over a leakage from your machine, and it usually costs about $800 per year to have general commercial liability insurance for the entire year, and it will cover up to $1 million in damage. For property insurance, this will help cover your business assets. It protects your property and your equipment. It covers you in case of a theft. Oh my gosh. So if somebody steals your machine, I mean, it can happen. People do all types of stuff. So like I said, if somebody steals your machine, especially if you have like a hair machine, hair costs. So they might just roll up with their little truck, and I don't want to scare y'all, but It could happen. So if your machine is stolen, or if it catches fire, if it's in a building that catches fire, your machine would be covered. Any damages done to your machine or vandalism, all those things would be covered under property insurance. And then last but not least, we have the inventory management system. This is just a system that you need to have in place. Some type of system to keep up with your unit price, what sells the best, what you're wasting more. So if one of your items expires fast and you see a lot of wastage with that item, then you might want to discontinue that item and bring something else new in. You want to keep track of how many vends you get per day and what your weekly gross amount would be. So I hope y'all learned something with that. This was like a long hour, right? Well, to me, it was long. Like, I don't know, maybe because I already knew all this stuff. I don't know. It just seemed like I've been talking forever. But that is the vending machine course. I hope you guys learned everything that you needed to learn. Does anybody have questions, or was there anything that you didn't understand that you would like me to go over? Any questions? I would just use like the dang it, what's that? Just not a Word doc, but the thing with the grid. What is it? It's not like you don't have to have like a actual app or anything. There may be an app that you can find. Excel, yeah. I would just use an Excel doc, just to have and keep track of it that way. Or you might find an app that has like inventory management. There's all type of apps. Let me look and see. My auntie is crazy, y'all. My auntie is crazy. She said her friend is trying to sell clothes like me. Girl, she can sell clothes. Let her be great. The app. Let's see. Inventory management app. There's one called Box Hero for inventory management. Stock and inventory simple. So there's apps. There's all kind of apps on here. So if you don't want to make a Excel doc, then there are free apps. Any other questions? If not, we are done. We are done here. All right, so just keep in mind, if you missed anything or if you want to come back and rewatch the webinar, it's always available to you. So you would just log in just like you just did to attend. Okay, I bought an older machine. The price is set low at 55 cents. Can I change the price, or am I stuck at that price threshold? No, you can change the price on there. How does it accept payments? Is it just coins, or does it have the actual credit card machine? You are so welcome, Sakia. Anytime, babe. Coins. There should be a way for you to set that. I'm like 1,000% sure that there is a way. So go to the website that I gave you for the manuals and find your manual for that machine, and it should tell you how to reset it. You are so welcome. Yeah, because ain't nobody selling nothing for 55 cents no more. Is that it? All right, well, I'm about to get off of here. I hope everybody enjoyed the class. If you have any other questions that you might think of later, or something that I didn't cover that you have questions, just send me an email. I will type my email here. And I will be sure to find out, or I'll definitely reply. All right, y'all. Well, thank everybody for attending. Feel free, like I said, to come back and rewatch or shoot me an email. But that is all I have. Y'all have a great rest of your Saturday. I know I've taken up an hour of your time. All right. Bye, guys.